20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
T.E.A.C.H has been around for 20 years.
20 years of changing lives.
20 years of changing educators' lives.
20 years of changing Iowans' lives.
In the past 20 years, T.E.A.C.H has equipped people to earn 1,480 CDA credentials,
304 associate degrees.
And 218 bachelor degrees in early childhood education.
But how does T.E.A.C.H do it?
What T.E.A.C.H is a scholarship program for the early care and education workforce. So we serve traditional students who are already working in the field as they get degrees and credentials in early childhood education. How we do that is through financial support for tuition and books, travel internet stipend, paid time away from work, called release time. We also provide compensation through either a raise or a bonus at the end of every T.E.A.C.H model. And finally, we provide counseling support to those individuals who are taking classes, so they have someone they can call or email with questions. That person can cheerlead them, can help them navigate the higher ed system, and support them throughout the course of their scholarship.
Teach Early Childhood is a national scholarship project that started in North Carolina in 1990. And as soon as we started to hear about it in Iowa, we were intrigued with the possibilities that it could bring to us. But it started to move into other states in 1996, and it took a while before Iowa was ready. Some people were hard to convince because quality was not, in their minds, linked to the education levels of staff. So we showed research, we showed evidence-based, we showed that quality teachers who are paid more will be better for children. And finally, we got a little bit of money set aside to start a T.E.A.C.H program. And that happened in the 2002-2003 school year. Once T.E.A.C.H started collecting data, we were one of many pieces of evidence that we could use to support the argument that it was better for the teachers and better for the children if the teachers had education. And not only was it better for the quality of the programming that was being offered, but teachers could better support their families.
Data on T.E.A.C.H scholars and from the workforce study indicate an average hourly rate around $14 to $15 an hour. In recognition of the challenge of this low income and the increased education and qualifications T.E.A.C.H recipients are achieving, compensation is part of every T.E.A.C H contract. The raise or the bonus received is an additional income in someone's pocket. The average hourly increase per year for T.E.A.C H recipients over the last 20 years is 10%. Additionally, a longevity study done by the Child Care Services Association found that over the course of 3 years, T.E.A.C H recipients see an average wage increase of 40% as a result of their increased education and professionalism. Those raises were linked to increased confidence and job progression.
Lo más importante fue de que me iba a graduar sin ninguna deuda. También la consejería. Yo tenía una consejera que cada semana me decía, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo te va? Sé que estás en este curso, se te hace difícil, necesitas una tutora. ¿En qué te podemos ayudar?
The counselors at T.E.A.C.H are so wonderful. They are so supportive and encouraging. They really give you that confidence that you need to convince yourself you can do it, and you can. Being on T.E.A.C.H really reignited my passion in early childhood education. And it proved to me that I was able to accomplish a personal goal that at times I doubted I'd ever be able to do. It increased our quality of care and learning that we're giving here at St. Paul's, which directly impacts the families.
A reignited passion for early childhood education and increased quality of care because of increased education isn't just found at Julie or Kenya centers. Results like these from the T.E.A.C H program can be found throughout the state of Iowa, and public officials recently took notice of this.
The increased funding support from HHS came as a surprise. Even though we've been working and advocating for this for many years, the moment it finally came was kind of shocking, but very exciting and what it means to be written into the HHS budget at increased levels is that we get to continue doing this work for the foreseeable future.
The HHS mission is to provide high quality services and programs that protect and improve the health and resiliency of individuals, families, and communities. T.E.A.C.H fits right in with that because it offers early childhood professionals the opportunity to increase their knowledge and skills no matter where they're at. It's bigger than that too, because when an early childhood professional has the skills to provide that quality environment, it's also helping our families. Parents can go to work or to training or education or wherever it is that they need to go with a sense of confidence that they're leaving their children somewhere that is good for their children. And so not only does it help the children, but it helps our families and communities. The consistency of results that we've seen from the T.E.A.C.H program is definitely an area of confidence for HHS to invest in the T.E.A.C.H program. Consistently, every year, we see high retention and increased compensation for those early childhood professionals that are participating.
Getting through a community college degree and a baccalaureate degree on a T.E.A.C.H program might take someone 8 to 10 years. If folks leave T.E.A.C.H to become a child care resource and referral consultant, or an Iowa AUAC counselor, or a director of a center, or an adjunct faculty at a community college, that takes that real life experience and that real early childhood education and puts it into another place where children and families are benefiting.
In every class that I took through the CDA all the way through the bachelor's that T.E.A.C.H helped with gave me vital skills to continue in the workforce and then keep going on with education after that. I think it's just really opened up a lot of opportunities, different boards and committees I've been invited to. I became a continuing education instructor. I've been able to teach at some of the different community colleges and an instructor for CCR&R because I furthered my education. Then became a state legislator because of my background in early childhood education. Because of the way that my career has advanced, everything's interrelated. Like I still, through continuing ed, get to work with the providers and stay connected with providers across the state. And I learn just as much from them when I'm teaching them a class as I hopefully they do from me. And then I can tie that back to my legislative piece and advocate for them and the things that I'm hearing that they need, not just for their businesses, but with the children.
Teach Early Childhood Iowa has impacted the lives of thousands of people by affording them access to an education that can change their lives forever. Over $24 million of funding has been given to participants to help them pursue their education, get better opportunities, earn fair compensation, and reduce overall turnover in the early care and education profession, which profoundly benefits the children and families they serve.
So for me, the fact that T.E.A.C.H embeds all of that into a comprehensive package really acknowledges that our early childhood professionals are the foundation of quality in early childhood and that we need to invest in them.
Oh, I can't recommend T.E.A.C.H enough.
Estoy muy agradecida con T.E.A.C H y conmigo porque me apoyaron en mi educación. Esa es una gran oportunidad y espero que continúe porque me ha ayudado bastante en mi vida profesional y en mi vida personal.
But also just knowing that I'm doing something that makes a difference. Some of our impacts can be small, some of our impacts can be life-changing, but all of those impacts matter. And it's so great to be able to serve families who truly deserve it.
Happy birthday, T.E.A.C.H, and hope that many more years of success are possible.